Walmart Spark has a brand new update, and you're probably going to love this, where some of you might hate it, but let's talk about it. Because Walmart Spark is now doing restaurant delivery. Yes, you heard me right. Restaurant delivery. And if it's actually inside the walls of Walmart, such as maybe like a McDonald's or a Subway, you can actually now get an order from that restaurant. How crazy is that? Now, I know I've said this a few months ago, how I really wish Walmart Spark would actually do this, and now they're doing it. I'm just like, what? Now, I wish I could find that video when I said it, but that doesn't matter right now. But what does matter is, how are they going to actually treat us drivers? What's their base pay going to be like? Are they going to encourage customer tips? And so much more. So let's go ahead and dig into this thing. First of all, let's think about this base pay. Now, if they have a $2 base pay or a $1.50 base pay, they're going to be just like any other gig app. It's not even going to matter. In fact, it just might tank and do worse for us drivers. But let's just think and maybe even hope they treat their drivers well. Maybe they even up it just a little bit. Not just maybe $3, $4, could they even do $5? You never know, but we're about to find out. Now, this has been tested in the markets, and if it's been tested in your market, go ahead and put it in the comment box what you have actually seen in your area. Now, when it comes to this customer tip, from my experience of just doing just regular Spark, I haven't really seen a whole lot of customer tip on there, but with restaurant delivery, when you're actually picking up from a restaurant, are they going to actually encourage a tip for their driver? That is a good question that's going to be answered really soon. Whether it's that 10% tip, 15, 20, 25% tip, but hopefully they at least encourage it. Because if they don't, this could really fail for the drivers and be like, well, dang, just another app. But however, if Walmart Spark treats their Spark drivers right, they could actually challenge DoorDash, Uber Eats, and all these other restaurant delivery, food delivery apps, and they can actually make it to where all of us drivers want to be a part of this brand new thing. Now, you can also go into your resource center on your Spark app, and if you don't actually see restaurant delivery, you can always just type in restaurant delivery, and it'll pull up in your results, and you can actually read and get really good details of this whole process. But honestly, it's just like any other food delivery. But once you look at these contents where it says about restaurant delivery orders, types of restaurant orders, how to identify a restaurant order, pick up a restaurant order, proof of pickup photo, delivery and restaurant order, and proof of delivery. Honestly, it's just like rinse and repeat if you're familiar with restaurant delivery. And even though Walmart is actually just starting with restaurants that's actually inside of their Walmart, but just think about if this thing branches out into the restaurants around them, this could be different. This could be much, much bigger, because I really think this is just a test. This is just getting the toes in the water. That's all Walmart's doing right now. See, can I actually do this? You know what, Walmart? Yes, you can. Go ahead and jump in. Don't let this test be too long. Go ahead and get into the game. But I know for some of you, you might be saying, man, I don't want nothing to do with restaurant delivery. If I was going to do restaurant delivery, I would be doing DoorDash or Uber Eats. You know what? You're probably right, but this actually could be huge. Just imagine yourself, what if you get like that $25, $30 order where all you have to do is maybe pick up like maybe 10 items in the Walmart store. Then in that very same building, you have the McDonald's. You just got to pick up from there as well. You're saving on time and money, and you don't even have to use that little extra mileage traveling to a restaurant. That could be pretty good, because us as drivers always have to watch our mileages, and especially the way gas is right now, ridiculous, being over $4 a gallon. There's some places it's over $5 and more. And it's like, how in the world are we going to keep going on with this? But once this thing does get pushed out and rolled out, hopefully to all the restaurants in our areas, this could be the beginning of something incredible for us drivers, hopefully. I'm sure there's somebody thinking, you're just being too positive. You're just being too hopeful. Well, why not? I want to hope for the best and expect the worst so I won't be disappointed. And if we want to talk about disappointment, oh my goodness. But one of my biggest pet peeves is like when I go to Walmart and do a pickup, and of course I might have my first 1 or 2 stops might be close by, but that last stop is what, way over yonder. Yeah, that's a little annoying. And especially if I'm already passing other Walmarts. I was like, could they not have gotten this like near them? And most of the time they can. And so what's so crazy is that one time where I actually had a package delivery through Spark, and I think I went maybe 25, 30 miles altogether. And one of those were like just delivering just a simple cheeseburger hamburger helper. I still can't get that out of my mind of like, I've passed multiple Walmarts where they could easily get this. Why in the world am I delivering a hamburger helper 25 miles away? Come on now. Somebody help me make that make sense. But that's not just Walmart Spark. That's also with the other food delivery apps such as DoorDash, Uber Eats. It does it there too, and it don't make no sense. Even with McDonald's. Come on now. There's a McDonald's everywhere. And I got a video about that. How I could have actually picked up at McDonald's from my place when there were 6 other ones on the way to the customer. I ain't gonna take that, especially when there was no money with it. But anyways, let's move on. But now it's just like we said, but it's just like any other pickup order. When we're going to a restaurant, we're just asserting ourselves. When we're saying, hey, we have a Spark order, and you just say the customer's name, and hopefully they have it ready. If they don't, you might be waiting just for a few minutes. So we just have to chill for a moment. And when we actually pick up the order, taking it to the car, checking out the map, optimizing our route, making sure we have the best route possible, take it to the customer, checking out the delivery instructions. Hopefully, most time it's just a leave it at the door anyways. And all we gotta do is simply just leave it at the door, take the picture and got it and go to the very next order and keep on rinse and repeating after that. But one thing I would really like for Walmart to do on the app is actually make toggles where we can actually, like where a Spark driver could actually not have to pick up a food delivery. If they don't want like any pharmacy orders, they can just toggle it on, toggle it off. Because what all do we have here, folks? We have the regular shop and deliver. We have the curbside. We have the pharmacy orders. We have package delivery. We have returns. And we know there's been some really nightmarish type of returns out there. Haven't happened to me, thank the Lord, but doesn't mean it won't ever happen. I just got to prepare myself just in case it does. But I would really like to be able to toggle in and out of these things to what I like and what I don't like. But for me, I know for me, I have them all on because I want to see every opportunity possible, because with Walmart Spark, you don't have to worry about no acceptance rating. It's awesome. Where I don't have to actually have to focus on that type of metric of like, man, I want that order. That order's not even worth it. So that would be one thing that you don't have to worry about is the acceptance rating with Spark. But here's another thought about like, how could Walmart actually make this thing better? Could we actually see like a more incentive pay on here, some sort of boost pay to actually encourage Spark drivers taking these type of orders? That would be another really good perk that could actually help out, especially in the beginning. This is actually Walmart's opportunity to make a huge giant push to possibly outdo these restaurant food delivery apps. But how far are they going to take this? And I can't wait to see it, because I can't wait to try this when it comes out to my market. And I'm glad I'm already signed up and ready to go. But let us know down in the comment box of your thoughts. Could this be good? Could this be bad? Are you skeptic? Or are you just like, you know, you just got to kind of show me. I just got to test it out to see. And if you're like that, hey, it's all good. But I just can't help but just to think of the possibilities that could be in store for Spark. This could be an absolute game changer. Come on, Spark. Let's make restaurant food delivery great again.